Salutation, statistic supporters. This is a Stats MR, back with another presentation to sleep through. Tonight, I will be discussing NBA playoff fun facts and stats. The National Basketball Association in America just concluded its regular season and is beginning the playoffs. So I now have a complete season's worth of data to compare to prior seasons. So, in accordance with the request I received previously, I will discuss some fun facts about the NBA and then go into some stats. Alright, let's get into the fun facts. Okay, fun fact number 1. Providence, Rhode Island once had a team. The NBA first came to be known as the Basketball Association of America in 1946. And one of the teams was called the Providence Steamrollers. This squad lasted a total of 3 seasons, putting together a cumulative record of 46 and 122. I'm guessing they didn't have a draft to select some top talent, or if they did, they didn't draft well. Fun fact number 2. The Toronto Raptors weren't Toronto's first basketball team. Believe it or not, the Raptors and then Vancouver Grizzlies weren't the first NBA teams to tip off north of the border. That honor belongs to the Toronto Huskies, one of the first teams in the league. However, at that point, Canada proved to be a tough basketball market as the Huskies lasted just one season, going 22-38 and missing the playoffs. Fun fact number 3. Wilt Chamberlain had his number retired by the Harlem Globetrotters. That's right, before taking the NBA by storm, Wilt Chamberlain was one of the fun-loving goofballs of the Harlem Globetrotters. His signature trick, picking up Captain Matlock Lemon off the ground and throwing him high in the air before catching him. He spent just 1 year with the team. On March 9th, 2000, they retired his number 13. Fun fact number 4. LeBron James was not the first great high school sensation in the NBA. Believe it or not, LeBron James was not the first highly touted high school prospect to play in the NBA. That honor belongs to Moses Malone, the son of Ford, who spent 19 years in the league. He ended up with a great career despite not playing any college basketball. Over that 19-year stretch, Moses Malone won 3 MVP awards, made 12 consecutive All-Star teams, and won a championship with the Philadelphia 76ers in 1983. When he retired, he averaged 21.9 points and 12.9 rebounds for his career. He was inducted in the Basketball Hall of Fame in 2001. Fun fact number 5. Jump balls used to be after every basket, and the three-point shot originated in the American Basketball Association. Fun fact number 6. Bill Russell wasn't always associated with the Boston Celtics. As many know, Bill Russell has the phenomenal sense of spent years with the Boston Celtics, with whom he won 11 championships. He even won 2 championships as a player coach. Russell also spent time at the helm of 2 more teams. From 1973 to 1977, he coached the Seattle Supersonics. And for part of 1 season in 1987 to 1988, he coached the Sacramento Kings. His time with those teams wasn't bad, but nowhere near as good as his time in beaten down / furthest he got with the Seattle was the conference semifinals with Sacramento. He didn't last the whole season. Fun fact number 7, the Celtics lost the only final. St. Louis Hawks 1958, 4-2. And how did the loss happen? Well, Bill Russell was injured in Game 3. So they never really lost with him when he was healthy in the finals. Fun fact number 8. Isaiah Thomas scored 16 points in 94 seconds and still lost. His Detroit Pistons were facing the New York Knicks in the 5th and deciding game of the first round of the 1984 playoffs. And he has accomplished scoring 16 points in 94 seconds to force overtime. A 40.4% success rate from the charity stripe. Fun fact number 10. Charles Barkley only played 2 years of high school basketball. The round mound rebound was cut from his team his freshman and sophomore year. Fun fact number 11. Wilt Chamberlain, not Russell, had the most rebounds in a game. Wilt Chamberlain pulled down 55 rebounds against the Boston Celtics on November 24th, 1960. And fun fact number 12. The Celtics and Knicks are the only teams to have never moved. Every other original team has either moved or folded since the league's inception. The list of the original teams in 1946 to 1947 of the BBA. Here are the 11 teams. The 3 existing franchises are Boston Celtics, New York Knicks, which never moved, the Philadelphia Warriors, which are now the Golden State Warriors. And there are 8 defunct franchises: the Chicago Stags, the Cleveland Rebels, the Detroit Falcons, the Pittsburgh Ironmen, the Providence Steamrollers, the St. Louis Bombers, the Toronto Huskies, and the Washington Capitals. Okay, now we get into the statistics. Okay, so again, I'll leave a link in the description where I obtained the data. Now, I went back to the 2001-2002 season and captured the following statistics: who the championship team was, the field goal percentage leader for the season, the 3-point field goal percentage leader, the 2-point field goal percentage leader, the free throw percentage leader, the offensive rebound leader, the defensive service per game, the least amount of personal fouls per game, the most points per game, where the champion finished in the regular season in its conference, and who the MVP was. These 2 years, there was a tie for first, and then there was a tie for second in the 2010-2011 year. Okay. Now, for the 2022-2023 season, there's some question marks because we don't know who the champion is. And I said we don't know where the championship finished, and we don't know the MVP yet. Now, there were some interesting stats. So, over the last 21 years, 3 teams have won 4 titles. So the Lakers have won 4, the Spurs have won 4, the Warriors have won 4, Heat have won 3, and then 1 each for the Raptors, the Bucks, the Cavaliers, the Celtics, the Mavericks, and the Pistons. And then you go titles by conference. 13 for the West and 8 for the East. Now, interestingly enough, 12 of the 13 titles in the West have been between 3 teams. Only 1 by the Mavericks had just 1 and it was over. Whereas in the East, they're all single year successes with the exception of the Heat that won 3. So, like I say, the dynasties, or I don't know dynasties, but the repeat champions have been in the West for the most part. Now we also get into, when I was trying to look at who would win the title, here's an interesting thing I found. Every single champion of the last 21 years has finished at worst third in that conference. See, there's a third, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 3. So no one's finished worse than third in their conference. Have a graph. So 10 times was the first place team, 7 times was the second place team, and 4 times was the third place team. Now when we look at the regular season, these are the top 3 teams of each conference. Now in the West, finished in the top 3, it's all beat newcomers, the Nuggets, the Grizzlies, the Kings. The Bucks and Celtics have each won one in the last 21 years. And the 76ers, I think you have to go back to Moses Malone in 1983. I don't think they've won a title since then, at least that I can remember, or that I saw. So, I also looked. All of the champions, except the ones highlighted in maroon, led the league in a particular category. Only the Lakers in 2001, 2002, the Celtics in 2007, 2008, the Lakers in 2009, 2010, the Cavaliers 2015 to 2016, the Raptors 2018 to 2019, and the Warriors 2021 to 2022 won a championship without either leading the league in a particular category or having an MVP. So, in addition, there were some interesting trends. For instance, the Milwaukee Bucks have led the league in defensive rebounding the last 5 years. So that's good on them for being consistent. In addition, there have been some repeat MVPs. Now, if you look at, no one's won 3 in a row. Now, for a stretch, LeBron James won 4 out of 5 MVPs, but Derrick Rose broke the streak and won the 2010-2011 MVP. Now, no one's won 3 now. Nikola Jokic has a chance to win that. And this year, but like I said, we won't find that out until after the playoffs. I believe that's when they announce the MVP. Anyway, an interesting thing I found out. So if you look at the repeat MVPs, so Tim Duncan won it twice, and his team won the championship in his second MVP year. Now, Steve Nash won it twice in the Sun. LeBron James won it twice with the Cavaliers, but then they didn't win it until he came back. He won it twice with the Heat. And then, they won both years. Steph Curry, he won the MVP twice, and then the Warriors won the year after he won the second MVP. The same thing with Giannis. He won the MVP twice, but then the Bucks won it the year after his second MVP. So, the last 2 repeat MVPs won the title suggest the Nuggets. Also, the Nuggets were the top spot in the West. And the champion has won 10 out of the 21 years. So, and also the Nuggets did lead in field goal percentage. So they did lead the league in a category. And again, 16 out of the 21 winners, well, have led the league in at least one category or had an MVP. So, now again, the only slight hesitation is that the Nuggets, yes, the Denver Nuggets, the only thing is they've never won an NBA championship in their history. So, that's the only kind of downside to picking them. However, the numbers suggest that they have the best chance. Like I say, being they were at the top spot. They had the MVP in the previous 2 years. And they led the league in field goal percentage. Now, the other contenders, you'd have to look, the 76ers led the league in free throw percentage and 3-point field goal percentage. So they led the league in multiple categories and were third. They finished in the top third. But, like I say, nothing is guaranteed. However, it does look like Denver has the best chance. Unless something, happens that hasn't happened in the last 21 years, like a team being outside the top 3 and winning. However, those are the statistics for the NBA playoffs. We'll see if these hold up. Alright, anyway, this is A-Stats. This is A-Stats MR, wishing that your efforts are positively correlated with the results. So long, and good luck.